So Diddy is being exposed as somebody who practiced the dark arts. And I don't mean the dark arts as something that is like a fantasy or a Harry Potter film. I'm talking about dark energy and harvesting and sex magic. Now, these entities are very dangerous. I don't know much extensively about them, but I do know that you aren't really meant to be in that area doing what you think you know you're doing, but really you don't. And I mind my business. And it's free to mind your business, guys. It really is. And it can save you a lot. It can save your money, save your coins. It can save you a lot, guys. But this is interesting. Back in the day, somebody states, I worked at a white shoe law firm and was called with an older gay black man who told me that Diddy was a practitioner of the dark arts. And so practitioner is the key word here. Diddy is somebody who's always been practicing some kind of dark energy because he believes he needs it to protect him. The executives and the people above him are the ones who provided him with access to so much: contracts, record companies, collaborations, music, connects, to end up being a gatekeeper. But in order to maintain this, Diddy is somebody who wants to protect all of the stuff that he is, accumulated and achieved. And so therefore, people like Diddy would ask for advice from the higher ups who have all of this, because there are entities that are connected to some kind of thing, something that is devilish. But also they end up contacting agencies, people to go to different countries, and they ask people, I want help, I want to teach myself this so that I can protect myself, meaning that I can do whatever nonsense that I can do. I can harm anyone that I want. I can take somebody's life out and I will still be protected because I practice this magic, or I've done this magic. Black magic is very real. It is dangerous, in my humble opinion. I do not go near any form of magic, never in my life. It's not for me, God forbid. But Diddy is somebody who seems to be a dark arts practitioner. Hey guys, it's Murad Muradi. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Daily and consistent content. Subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and give this video a thumbs up. And let's get into the rest of this. So it was revealed, guys, that Diddy was paying a sex worker for him and Cassie on Biggie's death date every year. Every year, guys. Let's keep it real. Biggie, who died so young, on the date of his death, Diddy was hiring these workers allegedly to, create these freak-offs, to do things with Cassie to these people, and at the same time was collecting the semen from these men and either rubbing it on Cassie or telling Cassie to rub it on him, or he was collecting it. Him doing this around the same time as when one of his friends, Biggie, passed away. I believe he was harvesting some kind of energy to protect himself so that he never goes down for the passing or death of Biggie. This is the type of behavior, much like the 1991 shooting. I believe before he was going to trial, Gene Deal, his bodyguard at the time, mentioned that he was doing something with a bird, with a dove or something, some kind of protection prayer that he was doing that was beyond religion, but something in the realm of magic, trying to accumulate, going to people, asking about it, teaching it, because they believe that it can protect them. But they don't know what they're dealing with when it comes to this magic and how it can come back to them tenfold, and they believe they can understand it. It's much like these executives giving them everything because they will do everything as dirty as they want to get to those positions. But those executives and those people above those executives can still take everything away from you if they want. You to believe that you've got everything is a mere illusion, because you are still bowing down to somebody above you who has given you everything. They can take it away whenever they want, but you think that they can't. But they can, because if Diddy was so powerful and a gatekeeper, he wouldn't be in prison right now. The thing with Diddy's documentary, we're going to rear for a quick second, is that it makes Diddy this formidable, powerful entity. And whilst he was a scary being who harmed so many people because of the access that he has, Diddy is only so powerful as people want him to be. There are far more other people above him that work for records, executive, huge people that are far more powerful than Diddy and can take anything from him whenever they want. But the documentary presents, and multiple other documentaries present, that Diddy is this all omnipotent being, and he was so dangerous to everybody, but because that's what they want, that's what they want us to think. But they don't want to tell us about the people above Diddy who gave him, provided him everything. They don't want to do deep dives on their lives and how dangerous they are, how connected they are. They just want to tell us that Diddy is the big bad wolf. Diddy is the damn cub. Do you understand? There are far more other people above him that we don't see that are far more worse. And I think it's important to believe that so that you don't end up being fearful of somebody like Diddy. But back to this, I think this was a twisted kind of, death ritual that was going on here, where harvesting people's energies and doing stuff on people's death dates and some type of hoodoo, some type of sex magic, something along those realms to protect. Because Clayton Howard said in the documentary, he asked Diddy, why are you collecting my semen? Like, what are you doing here? Why are you collecting this? And what are you collecting it for? And Diddy said, don't knock it until you try it. This is basically what I like. Why are you judging me? But what is he doing with that? What is he doing with that? He's probably collecting other people's as well and doing something with it, mixing it. But he probably isn't just going to eat it for some kind of enjoyment. He definitely is going to prey on it. Put it in a mixture with things that is also needed for some kind of spell to maintain some level of protection. People do stuff like this, especially in that industry, because they believe that they desperately need it because they need to protect themselves and they get really scared. They don't want to be exposed. Something's filmed of them, or they just genuinely want to just protect themselves because they've been told to do so. Some people really make these bonds with the devilish, world or the magic world, and they think that it will provide protection. But right now Diddy's in jail, so the protection didn't work. He was guilty on certain charges, so it never really worked. But even in other lawsuits from male escort workers, they stated that Diddy wanted to eat the semen off the other people's bodies, allegedly what Diddy's been accused of. And so all of this is very intriguing. Why did he ask Diddy to rub somebody else's semen on his body, on his nipples? What kind of enjoyment is he getting from that? Or was he told that you need to perform this sex magic act in order for you to achieve this or to protect yourself from this? And people end up believing in rituals that don't make sense, but because they think it protects them, they feel like they have to do it. And if they don't do it, then they get paranoid. And then you combine that with the drugs that Diddy is now taking. He's now mentally in a whole different place, plus paranoia, and then it goes absolutely insane. And so this is what I think is going on here. A dark arts, scary individual. Even in the exclusive footage that was released, he was saying we need the dirtiest people who've done, the far more dirty things to protect us. Let's find them globally. Always searching somewhere else to find dirty-minded people that would go so low because that's what they need in order for him to keep surviving. Think about it. You had, all of those innocent people that died when they were locked up in that room for that for that horrific event, and Diddy was caught counting the damn money. You have Diddy getting big off that. You have Diddy getting big off Biggie's death. Tupac's as well. That man gets bigger when other people have been sacrificed. And then after that, you're then repeating some kind of, sex ritual on the dates of when Biggie has passed. It's all connected in some kind of twisted manner. And I wish that this was explored during the criminal trial of Diddy, because I feel like there are so many avenues of Diddy's life that haven't even been explored, guys. They haven't even been explored. And this whole ritual, sex magic, dark arts practitioner that Diddy was doing and everything in this venture, this is what I would love to see a documentary on. There are plenty more episodes for 450 to look into. Kim Porter being one of them, and the disappearance of her, but also this. And I think this is quite unchallenged. It should be challenged and should be spoken about more about. But maybe you guys know more and can comment down below. Subscribe or comment down below. Hopefully all of this makes sense to you, because I don't know if it makes sense to me, child, but it's just a mess. Do click that button. It's just one click. It goes a long way. Send a tip if you guys wish to. Join my Rod Nation. It's just one click. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. And I'll catch you guys soon for another video.